Welcome, and thank you for taking the time to listen to this brief review and summary of the final module in the Sacred Attention Therapy online training course, Level 1. Module 12, Elements of Inner Work Practice, in 4 parts, 4 presentations and lectures, covers firstly the initiatory meeting, the way in which the client comes to see us in therapy, what he or she brings. We speak a little bit about delusion and authenticity and the myth of present time and what that really means. I've defined the therapist in relationship to this encounter, and the presentation finishes with an example of inner work practice and initiatory meeting. In part 2, I've devoted the lecture to an examination of language, because how we speak and the questions that we ask, the kind of interventions and prompts we make in therapy are of course decisive and crucial to the unfolding process of psychotherapy, and of course ultimately to the outcome, the result. So the part 2 is a long and detailed discussion of the essential questions, confusion in language, and where the primary questions of why, how, what and who lead us. Finally, in that presentation there's an examination of awareness and verbal clarity. Part 3 begins with a examination of, and it's an old chestnut in some ways, therapy versus self-therapy. What is the relationship or relevance of self-therapy to psychotherapy itself? There's examples here, and we speak about trust and image and indoctrination in psychotherapy. Many of the subjects which come up and are daunting and cautionary to clients and people who get involved with therapy and therapists. Part 4 talks about the DSM-5, the latest edition of pathology of the human being, and we relate the SAT position to mental disorder and to definition and diagnosis of mental illness and so forth. Also, we speak about projection and transference. Again, there are examples of these to illustrate. We talk about countertransference in some detail, and finally, and at the end, and this is the end of the whole course, the therapist's inner life and how he or she needs to take care of themselves and their inner world. And right at the end is a brief discussion of my 3 stages of awakening in regard to therapy, in regard to sacred attention therapy, and in regard to the unfolding of human life. I hope you may find it of interest. Don't forget this course is not only for therapists but also for students and aspiring therapists, but again not only for those, it's also for people who take their inner exploration seriously and want to deepen with a new, innovative, radical approach to inner work. So I hope to see you there on the course.